Alright, today we're looking at the Jinhao Century 100 fountain pen. This is one of my latest acquisitions. It came from, I don't know, maybe Temu. It comes in several different colorways. This is the blue. It was hard to pick which one of these was my favorite. I think they had an orange with the white that made it kind of look like a Pokeball, because the orange was like a reddish orange, and that was tempting, but I opted for this blue. Today I'm going to be loading this up with the Iroshizuku Kon-peki fountain pen ink, which is a beautiful, vibrant blue. So taking a look at this pen, it has a fairly typical shape. Some of the adornments on it set it aside a bit. When we focus a bit, you'll see the etching around the cap band. The clip itself, you can see the what looks like an arrow flight, like some of the Parker pens have. And the cap has the Jinhao carriage logo, nothing on the bottom. Cap unscrews relatively easily. Now the nib is an 18 karat gold plated steel nib. So the nib, when you get in close on it, will identify itself as 18K GP. The GP is gold plated. This is a cartridge converter pen. I already have it loaded with some of that Kon-peki. Metal threads on the section. Big chunky converter. Let's start with this writing sample. I was not overly excited about this pen when using it initially. I got the feeling that the Jinhao 9019 is a better buy. I have since tuned the nib after recording this to improve the ink flow, and that has dramatically improved my perspective on it. This nib's size is a medium. You can see there's very little line variation, as you would expect from a typical nib. That ink is vibrant, isn't it wonderful? A pizza party this, a big whooping pea. It's not Friday, therefore it's not pizza day, but it is what it is. Bountiful journey. Quick brown fox this, and see where that leads us. The aesthetics of the pen, there's been a bit of a trend recently, at least as evidenced by various listings for pens of two-tone finish, where the cap and the barrel are complementary colors, where you can see with the barrel here, the blue bottom, the section, and the white or off-white barrel, where you see that inverted on the cap. And I really don't have any opinion on that whatsoever. I'm always more concerned with the writing experience. This pen is stiff, and it is stiff as you would expect. Even after tuning it, after recording this, it does have something in the way of feedback that's almost but not quite on the level of a good mechanical pencil. The Uni Kurotogo Advanced Upgrade Pencil, for example, this has a little less feedback than that. It's a pleasant enough writing experience. I would advise people who are looking to buy their first or second fountain pen and who don't want to spend a lot of money. This and the Jinhao 9019 are both good options, and I would probably recommend the 9019 over this because of my personal preference to the form factor of the 9019, but either would be good. What gets me about this one is that the shape of it just is not exciting. I do personally prefer this typical cigar shape for pens. I'm also not sure how long the Century 100 has been around as a model. It can be kind of difficult to track down that level of information on a lot of the Chinese pens. A lot of those manufacturers seem to have been pivoting from what can be kindly referred to as tribute pens, tributes or homages to other pens' iconic designs, to more proprietary designs in the last few months, and hopefully that's a trend that they will continue. But this, I have a Jinhao 15 ballpoint pen that is roughly the same shape and size as this. So I don't know if you use the same molds or what, but for 16 or 18 or whatever we paid for this in US dollars, I've had worse, but I've also had better. Even after tuning the nib, there's nothing wrong with this pen. It's just a very safe pen. You can see there that the threads on both the cap and the barrel, they're actually very nicely cut. There's no issue or damage with either of them, which you see in some pens. And that's pretty much all I